Yeah, yo. Woke up in the morning and to God be the glory. Thankful for another day to tell my story. Put my opinions in the universe and let them orbit. I'm from the dirty south with a dirty mouth, might need orbit. Miss things on me like a nigga Norbit. Had to refuse them cause my bitch no refusion, she gorgeous. As I dap my sons up and kiss my daughter forehead. Tell them we gon' get this money till my pockets morbid. Remember living in apartments, now we playing mortgage. You ain't gotta like a nigga regardless, baby, I'm blessed. And I keep that blick with me, we like grits and eggs. As you sip your coffee, flick your cigarette and let a nigga vent. Yeah.
We back. Ooh, we back. Grits and Eggs Podcast, episode 73. I'm your host, Deontay Kyle. You probably can't hear him, but who's behind the camera?
You guys come, Ken?
He back there, man. We in the building. We got an illustrious. We don't got no goddamn plugs today. All right? We ain't doing all that extra shit. We gonna get right into it because we got an illustrious, nigga. Yes. Illustrious guest. Grammy Award winning.
Grammy nominated.
Oh, it was nominated?
It was nominated.
You won in my book, nigga.
Listen, however, I've been on projects that have won, though.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Yes.
Grammy nominated for his album En Route.
Mm-hmm.
Incredible vocalist. Arguably, one of the greatest Tiny Desk of all time.
The greatest.
It's the greatest.
It's the.
It's Pride Month, nigga. You're talking to a queer icon, nigga. Durand Bernarr.
My God!
Durand motherfucking Bernarr, man. Make some noise. My brother, how you doing?
Strange enough, I feel rested.
Yeah.
Yes, I've been on the go. Or should I say I've been on the road or the road been on me? It's either or.
You flew in today?
I flew in the 20th.
Oh, word.
So Friday.
I literally got here this morning. I got here like around 11, and then fucking around. I ain't have Lyft on my phone and shit like that, so I got all the way down. You know, Zone 3 when we went last time. I had started to download shit 4 hours. I was like, damn, I ain't gonna get picked up. I gotta walk back in the terminal. But as I'm walking back, it's like, and then go down all the way to 2 minutes. I was like, all right, this is a little safe spot.
Ooh.
Then
Okay.
nigga that barely speak English pulled up like, you need a ride? I was like, fuck no.
Unless it'll be your last ride.
Yeah, on God. Like the Undertaker for real.
Listen.
And I ain't trying to, like, the award-winning host of Grits and Eggs Podcast found a dumpster dismembered.
I see. Listen. But you know what? They probably been like, it's because he was light-skinned. No, that sounds like some light-skinned shit. You know?
Yeah, to be dismembered, right?
To be dismembered.
So, Cleveland, Ohio?
Cleveland, Ohio, 216. Specifically, East 93rd and St. Clair. Bone
Okay.
Thugs grew up on 99th and St. Clair. Steve Harvey, 125th, St. Clair. So,
Wake up, wake up, wake up.
It
It's the
is.
first- Yeah, niggas,
The
first of the
month,
month.
yes.
Real shit.
Mm-hmm.
So, how are you getting into, like, balancing the career? We was talking before about, like, touring, but I know you've been doing a lot of DJing and stuff, too.
Mm-hmm.
So, walk me through, like, the difference between when it's pure vocals, which I know is, like, physically draining, versus doing the DJ thing.
Touring has so many moving parts, up to at least 10 to 12 moving bodies that we need to accommodate, give or take. Those sets are longer. You got a sound check versus doing a line check. It's just way simpler way easier on my body when I DJ, because I don't have to sing the entire time. I can pop in when I want to. I'm also playing what I want to hear.
Word.
See, there's a difference between a DJ and then a musician that DJs.
Okay.
Because I'm playing what I want to hear.
Right.
What y'all need to hear.
Type shit.
So don't come up to my booth, tell me something I want to hear. Get out of my face,
Yeah.
please. Get first of all security.
Yeah. How you even get this close?
You know, like no. Let me cook.
And you doing it? It's like a guest appearance type. Like, is it you? I know you're not just doing a set. You know they promoting it and rolling it out type stuff
No,
too, right?
I'm doing just the DJ set.
You just pop in.
I mean, well, no, we promote it.
Right.
Yeah,
correct.
yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So instead of it being like you warming up for somebody else and stuff, it's like they know they coming to get the Durand Bernarr experience, so ain't no request for real.
No. Well, there's a difference between the Durand Bernarr experience and then DJ TBD, a.k.a. Brock Coley. No relation to the late, great Daryl Coley. And the TBD stands for the best DJ. Not that there aren't extraordinary DJs that have paved the way, of course, just that now I'm on the scene. I am the best. Okay, better than all the rest. Come check on my breasts and my tiny desk.
Nigga.
And that's the name. You know, you got to say it the whole thing like a pimp named Slickback. You know, Tribe Called Quest. That's the whole name.
Yeah, right. That's a long ass name.
It is.
Long ass introduction.
It is.
So all right. So look, let's say I book you for an event tomorrow to do the DJ. Mm-hmm. How we popping it off?
How we starting off?
Starting
off? It depends on how I'm feeling. I'm checking out the crowd. If it's a lot of the aunties and the uncles, then I'll start with like my old school. You know, we'll give a little Midnight Star, a little BB&Q band. You know, maybe some Sade, and then kind of work our way up. I start like in the 90 BPM area, and then we'll work our way up. But if I feel like I'm ready to go, like I did in Baltimore, because it rained outside, so we had to bring it in. I just kicked it off with house. Like I just we ain't even waste no time.
Yeah.
Like let's go on and hit that thing.
That's when I was in Philly. It was like I was on the stage with Zach Fox, and he watching him do it, but he doing his own thing. Mm-hmm. So like he not localizing the stuff. He kind of like this is Zach Fox experience, but they had the person that carried it out, and he local, totally different vibe in Philly. Like that's when you start seeing niggas get their foot working and they start working on hips. Like
oh yeah,
I was like, oh, this shit is a vibe, but localizing it do make it like that's how you pull the crowd back in. Yeah, because they gonna be excited to see you get the experience. Like, okay, this is your taste, everything like that. But I think bringing it back to like what they do locally, that shit just really seal the deal for them.
Oh yeah, no, it's important to at least, as my late mentor used to say, feed the beast. You know, get folks what they know, what they like, what's popular. You know, and then yeah, like it maneuvers itself pretty well.
So. Your pops was an audio engineer, right? Mm-hmm. And so your first tour that you ever went on was with Earth, Wind, and Fire.
As a production assistant, yes.
Like, let's talk about that. Because what is that? Because that's a crazy take your kids to work day.
Yeah, very much. Very much. Nigga.
Because I you know, one can assume that, like, you already had the talent or you already kind of wanted to go in this direction, having like a parent that's already in the music industry. But how does that translate to like being on tour and like doing the work behind the scenes instead of being forward facing?
I think it's important to have that experience so that you can have an appreciation and understand everything that goes on to make this show happen. From the runners to the production manager to the riggers to lighting to wardrobe. I mean, all those things.
It's a lot of moving parts.
It's a lot of moving parts. And you would think it's a lot of moving parts just with mine, and it's a small number. So that was just four or five times that size.
Right.
I just appreciated the layers of how I got to where I am, starting behind the scenes and then getting into background, and then eventually like doing my own stuff.
Right. So was it always, but even before you went on that tour, was the incentive for your dad to bring you on knowing that you wanted to be an artist?
They said they needed a production assistant, so he was like, well, shoot, you can come along for the summer, so on and so forth. But there was a whole lot of other shit that I was doing, like manual labor. Because there's only but so much they're going to trust a 16-year-old with like certain documents and paperwork and stuff like that. So it's like, okay, you set this up, you charge this, you make sure the merch person has this, and so on and so forth. So I think it just gives more insight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because now when you do your tour, it's like, well, hey, you can't tell me what I should expect. Like, I done seen this on the grandest level because Earth, Wind & Fire legendary. You feel me? Like, it's really not many people that can stand next to them. Those are real giants. So however they tour go, that's the way to do it.
Yeah, you know or at least it's a really great template to have.
Right, for sure.
for that to be my first experience on the road, even though I've experienced concerts, but we're talking about somebody's camp.
Correct.
All camps are different. They vary, so I had a good starting point as to how I want to run my business.
For sure, because it's not even just a one-off. It's a tour. So it's a
tour.
traveling thing, too.
Yes.
So then at 16, most kids is like, real shit, most 16-year-olds ain't even leaving the neighborhood. And you on a national tour with Earth, Wind & Fire?
Mm-hmm.
And so, but was that one of the inspirations to become a vocalist, or was that already kind of like, this is what I'm doing and I'm just...
So music has always been a part of my life.
Correct.
Of the household. I like to say music took me serious before I took it serious.
Type shit.
So I felt like Pops wanted to at least put me in the environment to see if this is something you want to do. And he thought that I wanted to be an audio engineer. He was like, please not. No, I don't want you. No, not that. But he asked me at the end of the tour, like, is this something that you want to do? And it was never anything I dreamt about or prayed for, but it was something that I said yes to.
Right. Okay, that make a lot of sense.
Yeah. So, because it was, and on top of that, I just wanted to see what could come out of putting effort into this. If this is something I'm good at, if I have the support or these resources, use it. Like, figure it out.
Yeah, and I think I was going to ask you, like, a lot of time we was talking about this nepotism thing, right? Mm-hmm. Because this is technically like nepotism, right? You kind of got the doorway in. But the thing that people discredit about nepotism a lot of times is like there's people with raw talent, and sometimes a child of somebody that has access does have the raw talent, but they got the resources to really refine that shit. So, like, we can call Zoe Kravitz a Nepo baby, but we can't deny Blink twice. Yeah. Like, this is and anytime she's on screen, she's amazing. And then when she's behind the scenes, she's amazing. So, yeah, taking advantage of the resources but not being talented, you might not go far. You might get in a few doors, but there's a difference when the person that just has that undeniable talent, but also has all these resources, which you had, and
the work ethic.
And the work ethic, because you didn't start. They ain't just Earth, Wind & Fire just like, and we present Durand probably.
Man,
you know what I'm saying? Like, you had to work, and I think that's the thing that people discredit a lot. Is like, even if we talk about like Bronny James or like Bryce, we see them putting in the work though. You know what I mean? Like, it ain't just like, oh, well, this LeBron James time, we're going to make him put him in the NBA. Like, no, you got to put in the work too, but you also have to be talented.
Someone, my mentor also told me there was a situation where Denzel Washington's son was playing on the football team or something, and he told the coach, don't go lenient on my son. Like, do not.
Right.
It was more so like a you bet not. Because he's my son. Like, if anything, go harder.
Right.
So there's the not wanting us to necessarily struggle, but building a discipline of the craft.
And also too, like, because you had the resources, you better be the best. You know what I'm saying? So then there's a more rigorous effort to put in too, and also something to prove, because you kind of coming through a lineage. And you creating you compounding a legacy. Like, don't fuck the legacy up, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't fuck the legacy of being garbage, you know what I'm saying? Or being lazy or entitled, you know?
Yeah, I personally think there's but so far that the support can take you before you are putting in your own efforts,
Correct.
So that we can get to the core of who you are. It's like, yeah, you come from this, but who are you?
Correct. So how did you deal? I'm gonna segue this into something else too, but like knowing that you have this talent, because like you're undeniable as a vocalist. You know what I'm saying? Like, can't nobody. You showed up on Tiny Desk Bobby Proud. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't just show up Bobby Proud and not come and sing for real, like with an A.
So dysfunctional. Can you feel it? Okay.
Real shit,
Please
though.
don't play with me.
Bro stemming as like one of the greatest vocalists.
I just discovered what that
your stemming
was.
ain't even annoying. It's like, nah, get that off.
and I just discovered what that was not too long ago. Someone had pointed it out while I was on a video that was posted where I was doing a solo with Badu, and I did not know what that meant. But it's interesting the things that we find out about ourselves just through language, and it's like, oh, there's a word for that.
Exactly.
So yeah, I'm gonna get the shit checked out because I want to know exactly where I am on the spectrum. But once I found out what the 5 neurodivergent love locutions were, I felt very exposed.
Yeah, see, you just put me on because I don't even know what that means.
Okay, so pretty much, you know how we have the 5 love languages,
right?
So there's a neurodivergent version of that, and the categories are info dumping, support swapping. Did I say info dumping?
You did.
Yes. Deep pressure, please crush my soul back into my body. Penguin pebbling, and what was
Hold on. What that mean?
Well, penguin pebbling is kind of in the realm of gifts.
I heard you.
But let's say I'm at the beach and I see a crystallized blue stone, and I'm like, oh, Kyle likes the color blue. I'll get that for Kyle.
Right.
And it's like, it's not the monetary value of it. It's the thought.
It's the thought.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that makes sense.
There was one more. I know we got info dump. What was the other one? It was damn it. I got them all in my notes.
Yeah.
But yes, I read all of those and I was like, oh yeah, no, this is loud.
Yeah.
Very loud, especially the info dumping and the deep pressure.
I'm with the info dumping and whatever that 5th one you missing is, because I'm telling you, he know this from being around me. Like, I'm gonna get in a loop of like 4 bars from a song, and I'm gonna say that shit all day. Like when we was
It's not only the head is down, but it's shaking.
It's not gonna stop either. That's how we do. That's how, like, sometimes I deal with my nerves like that. But like even too, like Black Rob, Shine, Bad Boys. I'm gonna get the shibbity wobbity shibbity bobbity. Like I'm gonna get off on that so I can like just calm myself.
Yeah.
But the reason why I asked that is because a lot of people have been asking us to go on tours and stuff like that. This is going back to the original question, right? Mm-hmm. They've been asking us to go on tour, but since we did our first show in Jackson, I realized like you can pull it off by yourself, but should you? Can you trust the promoter? Can you trust the venue? Absolutely not. So, and shout out to the fine people down there in
this is just in general though.
In Jackson. But there's so many moving parts, and you need a more professional aspect to come to it. Like you need tour managers and people that understand that. And like we here at this production studio, there's so many people that get involved. So we holding off, and we're gonna do more intimate things that we can control with minimal production, so we can work our way up. And even though people watch the podcast and they know like he's undeniable behind that mic, I'm nervous as shit. As soon as I walk on the stage and I see them eyes, the beads of sweat start forming. I get a little shaky. And I was gonna ask, how did you deal with that? Because even if you are undeniable with your talent, there is a different aspect to it when it becomes live and the people are watching. You know what I mean?
Yes. So my perspective of that is, out of I can probably count on one hand how many times I've been nervous. 2 times in particular, they were very far away from each other. It was my first gig with Badu. My first gig with her was Coachella.
Right.
Never heard of Coachella.
And that was second time you had been on tour?
No, that was my 3rd tour.
Jeez.
So I did.
You start with Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Start with Earth, Wind, and Fire. And then I did background for Kanye Doss.
Okay, that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah, she's a Cleveland artist. And then right after her, I did
background for Erykah Badu.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and so you work from production into background. First background is local. Second background is Erykah Badu.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
and that's when it started to become like international.
Oh,
Yeah. But by the time I got with Badu, I was kind of making my own noise. So that's how she found me. I didn't know that she was as savvy on the internet and knowing stuff,
Correct.
you know. So
nah, she was. I almost never could get past her on Twitter. Like, you Fat Belly Bella. Like, now she might check your ass right on Twitter.
Man,
but how has she been? You know, from that tour, how did that impact not only your career but like your mindset towards the industry, or like what role you play in it? And I'm pretty sure she came as a mentor for you as well.
I always say that the road itself and the music industry, they can operate together, but they're not synonymous. Like, you can be able to tour, but not necessarily meaning that you're in the industry. Mm-hmm. So I feel like I got introduced to the road first, and then later on, pieces of the industry started to become a part of this picture. I always looked at the industry as like, I'm industry adjacent, like I'm affiliated. Like, if the industry was Hartford Jackson and I lived like in Midtown, like I have access to it. I know people who are there, who operated all that, but I'm not in that. I've never had like a major label backing me up. You know, I haven't been played on the radio, you know, all day, every day. Because, you know, that is several bags, several kidneys, several right arms, multiple right legs to get that in motion. So
I think it's something like it's just under $500,000. I mean, $500,000 to keep that circulating month to month.
Oh yeah, but month to month. From what I know, and this can be corrected later, I think the starting price was like a good like $80K just to get one song through, just one song.
Yeah, because
not consistently played hour on hour.
Just to get it
into the yes. So don't be looking at me crazy when I do something strange for a piece of change, okay? Because we're trying to get this shit off the road. It costs a lot to get that done. So
yeah, but yeah. I was thinking about that. So so you worked your way kind of out of the nervous stages?
Oh yeah, we talking about nerves.
Just being present. Do you like siphon confidence from people who are just so confident on stage?
My confidence comes from my parents. So I'm secure in myself. And also the other perspective of it is, what's there to be nervous about when you are walking into a room full of people that are there to celebrate you? Right. Like, what's the nerves for? Also, I got a really good lozenge for you, actually.
Oh, need that. Because Halls ain't doing shit.
Man, there's a lot of my homies that I love dearly that they are just walking birth control. It's like their version of rest and all that is being away from the children.
Yeah.
They miss sleep. That's why anybody that decides to have kids, I'm just like, you really was like, you know what, sleep? I don't need you no more.
Man, I've been gone 2 weeks. So it was New Orleans for a week. Then I went to Philly, New York, Delaware, then D.C. That was all last week. I just got back that morning. And so their mama just been with them whole time. And I was like, when I get back, I'm just taking them with me. Like, I'm going to take them to their grandma's house tomorrow. I'm going to stay in Alabama for a few days, too, just to kind of decompress. Because a lot of human interaction, you know what I'm saying? And I think even, too, you know, you got to think, 4 months ago, I'm driving trucks. Mm-hmm. So now I'm, like, walking on stages and people like, hey, Nick, like, what the? And so it's like all them eyes hitting me because it's like, to go from the internet to the physical spaces, it just been making me like, damn, yo, this shit too real. You know what I mean? Because they excited to see me. I'm excited to see them, and I'm like,
and let that be your center that you focus on.
right.
They are excited to see me. There is something about my message and what I have to say that is impacting people in a positive way, where they would pay their money, set time aside to get babysitters, take off work, whatever, to be there for you.
Right.
They are supporting black business. I don't understand what there is to be nervous about,
Right.
but to offer that perspective. Like
Right.
when you're walking into that room and it's your shit, they're there to celebrate you.
Absolutely. I appreciate that. It took me, I did the intro. I did, the first, like, get on stage, you introduce the festival, you tell them what they expect, you tell them what the ins and outs, the do's and don'ts. You introduce the first one. Once I get off stage, and it's like, oh, I got to go back up there, I was like, oh, I'm good. I got this shit. And I was nervous as hell. They was like, shit, you ain't showing it. And then when I showed in that part too, I was like, oh, I'm in my head.
I'll share some breathing exercises that my therapist shared with me that will help alleviate any nerves or anxiousness before you go out on stage.
Well, that was supposed to come later, right? But it is Men's Mental Health Month. And I had notes about you being in therapy, and the decision making versus and the experience that you've had in therapy. Like, what kind of signaled you that, like, maybe I need therapy, and what are you gaining from it that's like, I need to maintain this?
My curiosity for self is what inspired me to get into therapy professionally. I always say, I was in therapy unofficially up until 2020 from my elders, other mentors, Badu, just people that were very generous with their knowledge and, self-awareness about what's going on. So I've always been a sponge. But I decided to get into therapy professionally was because I just wanted to check to see, is everything all right?
Yeah.
I just wanted to check up under the hood, make sure the tires need to be rotated up. Oh, we do need a transmission flush. Got it.
Right with that check engine light on.
Man.
I ain't gonna lie. My check engine light been on for like 2 months.
See?
And I be telling him, like, I'm finna go to therapy. He be like, yeah, son. And you know what I be doing? Drinking.
And see, a lot of us be doing that in our physical bodies.
Right.
Our bodies, that check engine light be flashing, and we be like, oh, no, it's all right. I'm good. I'm good. Mm-hmm. No, you're not.
No, you're not good.
You're coughing up blood, sir. Carry your ass to the emergency room. What are we talking about? You're fine. Which, by the way, I just got to say, I told one of my homies, I'm literally the best thing that ever happened to him. Because, he's a straight man, bless his heart. And, there was just things that how he was moving. It just was not becoming of how a young man should conduct himself. For instance, I asked him when the last time he had got tested. And he gave me I said,
Yeah. Nah, that should
my girl ain't said. I said, whoa.
Nah, nigga.
She can't be the one to tell you. No, I was like, matter of fact, I don't want to talk to you. You go get tested. And until you get tested, then I'll talk to you. Because I'm not finna be rewarding you with this good friendship. You ain't finna be ha up here telling folks that we friends. And you up here not. No, handling your business, absolutely not. Yeah. I also got him flossing. He done got a bidet now because he came over to my house one time and used the bidet. So now he got a bidet. And also, I got him fixed. For his birthday, I got him a vasectomy. Absolutely.
Oh, yeah. See, you hitting a lot of...
I got him I was like, listen, sir,
we've been having vasectomy talk lately. Like,
yeah,
I've been on that.
Yeah, the sirs have a breeding kink.
Yeah, but it's also that... The
sirs have a breeding kink, and I just like...
Nigga said it like it was a slur. That's definitely how I'm differentiating between a queer and hetero from now on. The sirs. Because sirs do be wilding.
Listen.
As a fellow sir,
Yeah.
sometimes I be tripping.
Listen.
But I think I think that's a good entry point to, like, I think a lot of times with men, especially straight men, we won't experience any avenues towards self-care until we deal with a woman. So to have a gay best friend may be a easier entry point if your mindset is more progressive or anything like that.
Because at the end of it all, I'm still a man.
Exactly.
Like, there's still testosterone. Like, the estrogen might be there, but also, like, nigga.
Yeah.
I mean business.
Exactly.
You know?
But the self-care, like, that's something I know from my cousin. My cousin gay. I got a few people that I just have dealt with that's on all type of sexual spectrums and things like that. That's why, like, at Grits and Eggs, we always talk about, like, it's for everybody black. We don't do no exclusion. This ain't just for straight black men. I think the community benefits a lot more when we're more progressive about how people show up, because we can learn so much from each other.
Yeah. You
know what I mean? And then being hetero and, like, the masculine identity has become more of an ideology than a practice. So it's like we kind of limit ourselves to, like, certain behaviors, certain ways of thinking. And, you know, like, just 10 years ago, if you go get a pedicure, nigga, oh, you on some gay shit. And now
I got him getting pedicure. I got him getting manicures too.
It's extremely common now. Though,
I was like, nigga, if I'm a bad bitch and that nigga, you gon' be too. Okay.
But I want to ask you though, because I was, like, excited to hear that you wanted to come sit down with me. But, like, what about this platform that I built made you feel confident in being in a space with us, like, just as heterosexual men?
Well, I feel like you were one of the unproblematic ones. You know, anything that you had to say when you spoke, it was very eloquent. It was thought out. You were in your right mind. It was concise. It was solution oriented within the rebuke. You know, it's like I gotta get my. There's a song on the Bloom album called Psst. And I say, we're extensions and reflections of each other. I keeps my word, and I keeps my brother. So you're not going to be out here cutting up and acting a certain way, and we're supposed to be extensions of one another.
Right.
And the only way we can do that is to have the conversation. Just because we're having a disagreement doesn't mean it's an argument.
Real shit.
You know, the one lady just mentioned that on social media. I'm like, yes.
Man, my old lady had to explain that to me once. Like, I was like, all you want to do is argue. And she was like, we're not arguing. She's like, you just don't like that I'm coming to you about some shit you did. And maybe you ain't in the space to hear it. Maybe I didn't approach it the right way. But we still finna talk about it. So, gather.
What was the turning point for you? Because I've been trying to figure out and get to the root of the disdain that certain straight men in particular have for women. And I'm trying to figure out where it stems from. And we have to go to the origins of certain things. And this is not to deter, because I like when we can stay on subject. When we're talking about one thing, let's stick to it.
No, it's fine.
And then also we need to figure out how we got here. Because as my therapist said, and I had to get the tattoo on me, the action is never the reason.
Right. So. Yeah, I've been discussing this lately, and I've saved this entire conversation for when we reintroduce the podcast. We've been on, like, a little hiatus, you know, handling some business. But when it comes to black people, we specifically like to look at behaviors and not cause and effects, not minds and hearts, only behavior. And when you do things like that, black and white, then you gather a bunch of information that's, like, kind of useless, because only thing it can do is form stereotypes, or harmful stereotypes at that. I think the turning point for me was, for one, I'm raised up. Like, my dad, me and him have a relationship. He was present in the household until I was, like, 13, before him and my mama split. But my dad was more so, like, present in a provisionary stance.
Gotcha.
So there wasn't really a lot of emotion. There wasn't a lot of conversation. He's just like that silent security. You know what I mean? Like, I felt very safe when my dad was around, but I don't know nothing about him.
Right.
You know, I know he go to work every day. But I don't see any like personality. I don't know nothing about the man. So the people that was very like vocal in my life, the people that were very like always pushing me to like fulfill my potential was my mom and my grandma. When my mama couldn't do it, my grandma did it. When my grandma, first of all, my grandma couldn't never not do it. Like I was a granny baby. Like I love my grandma, but me and my mama would start butting heads a lot more when I got older. So it's a lot of wisdom that I gained from them. So like I always talk about time and place for everything. Pick and choose your battles. I get that shit directly from my mama and grandma. And when I got older, I had my own kids, and things that I used to reject from them started becoming more prevalent in my life. Like they start clicking, like the seeds that they planted started blooming. And I even read the Bible and stuff like that too. And in the Bible, when like wisdom was described as a woman or like a feminine, it really made me turn my mentality towards like how I was viewing women. And yeah, I don't want to fuck my mama and grandma, so I don't treat them like that. Right. But like, why do I treat all the other women as just sexual objects? And it just kind of like started shaping. I was like, I started talking to women more in the sense of just seeing where they was at with it instead of just trying to fuck some. And it helped me a lot because women as friends are like really like loving, caring, present.
Top tier.
You know what I'm saying?
Top tier.
And so like, it's like, okay, how can I? It actually kind of like started severing relationships I was having when I was like in my younger 20s because I try to take those approaches with my homies. Like, bro, what's going on? Like, how you feeling? Really hold my homeboy accountable for some fuck shit that he did. Yeah. Not accepting like abusive behaviors, all that cheating stuff, like things like that. But it was like, well, it made me feel better about myself, but it's also like, okay, but I do the same shit they do. I just ain't got nobody to hold me to account. So then it's like, well.
Yeah, got to take inventory.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, it's not so much like, and that's why I be kicking it like, I don't think I'm better than you. I'm a piece of shit too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have been a piece of shit before. I have been foul to women before. I know I done hurt plenty of women. I done did some fuck shit to my homeboys before. But I want to be better, and I'm going to grow to be better. But that's going to start with first me dealing with myself, and then I'll be more comfortable approaching. You know what I'm saying? Because the easiest thing you could do is deflect. Like, if I talk to my homeboy, like, man, come on, bro. Like, don't be stepping out on your own. He's like, nigga, you cheat on your girl all the time. It's like, you can't be the pot calling the kettle black.
I mean, we've been there a few times, you know.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, like, as I grown and matured, the disdain came from, like, all you need is information. You need information, you need experience, but you also need, like, to be receptive to stuff. And it's like, I'm 34, bro. I'll be 35 in a few weeks. Why do we keep...
Sorry.
You was waiting on something. You an asshole, for real. He was just waiting on something. He was like, I'm going to get that damn off at some point in this interview. But I knew that I can't truly have a disdain for something if I practice it. Yeah. But when I don't and I see it for what it really is, it's like, and you like the inventory of the mentality behind why you think like, it's just like.
Was that me?
It's purely a lack of education for sure.
Yeah.
But it's also a lack of experience. And so like, you hate things you ain't never been through. You know what I'm saying?
Or you hate the things that you haven't had access to.
Like you want to experience it, but you can't. So it's like
it's hating. It's hating from outside the club.
Real shit.
I done hated from outside the club. I done got hated. My club done got hated on.
Yeah, same.
But
that's why I never speak from a place of like. It's never like hatred. You know what I'm saying? I think niggas gonna take it like that because they feel like they told me and stepped on. But it's like, nah, bro, I've been there, bro. Like only reason I'm qualified to even think about speaking.
Oh, the qualified. How am I? Sorry. Jesus.
Nah, it's fine.
Yes, you weren't qualified, right?
Yeah. Yeah, but it's like the thing that made me turn the corner too is like I was so damn selfish. I'm thinking about myself all the time. You know what I'm saying? And I never equated that to everybody else. Like I'm thinking about myself all the time, and so is everybody else. Everybody thinking about me. Once I kind of turned the corner, like, bro, ain't nobody studying you like that. Like, you can chill out for real. Like the world really don't revolve around you. But like, I think it just come from like gaining a lot of independence as a child. You kind of start feeling like an adult way before you're supposed to feel like it. And when the immaturity of like feeling like an adult make everything about you. Like I'm grown, I'm mature, I know what I'm doing. It's a lot. It's a lot of ego. You know what I mean?
That rock in the hard place that we find ourselves in, being too old to do that, but not old enough to do this. And I tell people all the time, my mom made my environment as a kid friendly, so I wasn't in a rush to grow up because it wasn't a do as I say, not as I do. Be seen and not heard. Your opinion don't matter. Your feelings don't matter. You don't pay no bills here. You can do this when you get out, move, get your own house. And there was so much room for questions. You know, my mom always told me, like, if you don't know something, ask. And nothing's off limits. So I would even ask her certain things. You know, why do I have to do X, Y, and Z? Or why do we have to go there? And it wasn't met with because I said so. Because that doesn't leave any room for understanding. If anything, that creates subservience. It also creates the people pleasing, you know, and that people pleasing spirit. My God,
I'm telling you,
it's strong.
Or it creates mischief and defiance.
I mean, we like a little mischief, though.
But that was me, because everything you described your mama wasn't is what my folks was. So like, even though I got all this wisdom and everything from my mother and grandmother, they was very much traditional, be seen, not heard, do as I say, not as I do, and shit like that. And it just made me like, well, fuck it. Like, really, any type of authority, I'm like, I don't fuck with authority. For real. But it take you to get older and have more experiences and know, like.
Well, there's a way in which authority can present itself. Like, if you're going to rear your authority with making sure that we understand respect versus fear, then we can get somewhere. Because respect is, if I disappoint my father, that is going to hurt me because I don't want him disappointed in me. Fear is, I might need to get up out of here sooner than later because he might go too far and it's going to be I'm gonna be pushing up, like, you know what I'm saying,
it's
like,
gonna be
so
hell to pay type shit.
Yeah, so it's, but also you're considering what mindset that comes from, and not everyone comes into this with patience, with understanding, with certain empathy,
right,
you know, because they weren't given that,
and they might not be having that for themselves. That's why, like, I don't hold no grudges, because it's like I kind of know what kind of household you grew up in. I'm talking about against my foes.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, like, there could be room for a grudge.
No, I'm talking about
just one.
Yeah, no.
Don't hold it too hard, because you know your finger's gonna get cramped.
The girl's gonna say it's because I'm a Cancer. You know what I'm saying? The homegirl's gonna say it's because I'm a Cancer. But like, if I'm done with you, that shit is done. You probably won't exist to me, and I ain't never gonna let that shit go. But that's a Cancer shit. Yeah, I'm just not gonna let it go. And then when people ask, like, oh, why you don't fuck with such and such? Glad you asked.
Since we're on the subject.
Yeah, I think with my parents, it's like understanding their environment and how that environment affected their mind. I just know, like, I'm going to take what I learned from them that I feel like benefited me, good. But the way your parents or your mother specifically chose to parent you, that's how I parent my kids. So people, like, it's odd, too, being around, like, the elders. And, like, I'll be like, hey, man, go do this, do that, woo, woo, woo. And they be like, why? It's like, because this is And they're like, oh, you don't got to explain yourself to him and his child. I was like, well, I do have to explain myself to him. Because he asked.
That. Also, I would just like to say, ever since I was able to conceptualize language, there was something that my mother shared with me. And if I ever did want children, I would absolutely use this phrase on them. And it is, I'm absolutely one of your friends, just not one of your little ones. Because she understood, I need you to be able to talk to me. I need you to be able to share with me. If you are ever in trouble, I need you to trust me to know that I have your back.
Real.
So absolutely, I'm your friend. Just not one of those. And so even at that age, I understood that there are certain people that you can do certain things with and certain folks that you can't. Like, I poke people. Like, I be poking folks. Not everybody likes to be poked.
Real.
So that doesn't mean that I'm not being myself.
Right.
You know, we just have to allocate that where it's okay.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, and you got to figure out where the boundary is, too. Because, like, even with my sons, I tell them, like, I ain't here, like, right now, I'm present as your father. I'm not trying to be your friend. I'm trying to make you into the type of man I would want to be friends with. So if we can get there, and like you got questions, I'll answer them. If you go through, like my kids, you know, I got a teenager and a tweenager, boys. So they really on some feisty, like emotional shit. My son butted me one time, like 13. I was like, hey, I feel you. Like, I just need you to deflate your chest a little bit, bro, so we can talk.
Just a little bit.
I understand the emotion. I know where you're at with it. But real shit, if you're going to do something, go on and do it. If not, just deflate yourself and let's have a conversation.
Let's talk.
And he was like, he let that shit go.
I love that. Because if you meet them with that same...
Because what I'm going to do, like, yeah, bust a move. Like,
yeah,
that's crazy.
It's like, what are we doing
13.
here? Yeah.
I'm 34. I'm going to beat a 13-year-old up. Like, also, too, that's my son. I don't even desire to harm you physically like that. So I think, you know, your parents played a significant role in not only, like, giving you the experience in your career, but also building up trust and confidence within yourself to be able to pursue this career unapologetically. Because I'm pretty sure, like, dealing with heterosexual men in the industry can't be easy all the time. Like,
Shit, dealing with them in life, period,
right.
is a lot. I will say, there are 4 men in my life: Kylan, RJ, Patrick, and Tyrell, and they're all on different spectrums of personality. And I remember sharing with them once that, because they know I love them hard, and I was saying that they were instrumental in my healing from the trauma that I've experienced at the hand of Black straight men. And it was a moment where someone asked me, do you identify with being Black or your sexuality first? And this was before I was more far along in the healing journey with that, because I've never been called a nigga to my face, but I've been called plenty of sissies and faggots by other boys who look just like me.
Right.
So it was like, I ain't really had no holler for that. You know, my allegiance didn't rest there. However, these men have helped me in such a way, I'll get a little emotional when I talk about them too much. And these are also men that I would absolutely introduce to my homegirls. If you got more men in your life that you would not introduce to your homegirls, you need to take inventory, because I'm not going to be throwing them to the wolves.
Right. Real
you know, them niggas, where the hoes at? I know you got all the hoes.
Terrible approach.
Yeah, very. So, yeah, but
also, in my experience, you know, colloquially, niggas that ask about the hoes have none.
Yeah.
But it is a true statement. My bad.
No, go ahead.
I had a gay roommate in college,
Mhm.
and when I tell you he brought all the women to the dorm room, all the women. So it is a true statement. You do.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. There's a quality that comes with, you know, men that use baby wipes. Amen.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, I got the dude wipes on dick. No
Listen,
cap.
you got to.
You got to, bro. That's in my travel bag.
When's the last time you got a facial?
About a month ago.
Okay, that's lovely.
But real talk, it was my first time. And I was like, oh, I'm doing this like quarterly.
Oh, yeah, no, we got to start somewhere. Like,
Shorty had me feeling, first of all, that's an outer body experience.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
You think you sleeping, but you really like floating above your bed, above the bed. I was like, oh, this is crazy.
Yeah.
This is crazy. Why haven't I been did this?
Yeah.
Shout out to my lawyer.
Mm-hmm.
Because she was like, you need to fucking relax. I'm going to book you a spa day so you can relax. And
You'd be surprised how much do you stretch?
No.
You should stretch.
Yeah.
Because one thing that our elders definitely miss is their mobility. They wish they could just, and that, your posture, you better.
Man, I was driving trucks for 5 years, bro.
I get it. It's just,
I got it.
even if you got to see a chiropractor, some kind of, but stretching will do you some good.
I'm in a self-care like entryway right now. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm glad that you said life and not era, because era is a passing movement.
Yeah, no. Yeah,
Talking about soft girl era, soft life.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm in the entryway of that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, I do realize how important that it's like crazy enough. Before, as much as I worked and interacted with people over these last 2 weeks, I would normally just be like, all right, well, that was a lot, but I'm going to get right back to it. I told bro, like, straight up, like, I'm just going to go to Alabama. And I know out there I'm in the country. I ain't going to see nobody for 4 or 5 days but my grandma. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to go out there and my kids. And I'm going to go out there and decompress. I'm going to shut the phone off. I'm going to just get my mind right. You know what I'm saying? Might eat a little mushrooms. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, a little psilocybin.
You get a little psilocybin up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
Have a good night.
That's what this is right here. The components.
Yeah, and I do donate that a lot to like me taking myself out my own way. You know what I'm saying? My experience with psychedelics. So yeah, but I just like taking care of yourself. It's like the men that come before me ain't never thought about taking care of themselves. And it's like, damn, you see how it ended? It ended at 47. A lot of times.
Technically, we're middle-aged.
Yeah, exactly. How old are you?
I'll be 37 this year.
Damn.
I know. But I still got my youth. My inner child is still very present.
Nigga said damn to me like, and he older than me.
Listen, I know, right? Listen. Listen, I went to Glendette Patrice Thompson, Chat GPT. And so
all right, let's
so I went to her, I went to Glendette and I said, can you create a 20 question quiz for me to determine how old my inner child is?
Okay.
And the results I got back, it says that I'm between 12 and 13. And it says, you know, I'm still curious about life. I enjoy experiences, and there's still a little bit of edge there. Not ready to grow up just yet, which is a good thing.
Right.
But still has wonder about learning, and, you know. And I was like, that actually is, yes.
People tell me that a lot. I hear it a lot. Like, as mature as I am on some stances, I'm very ignorant and immature about a lot of things still. Because I like to have fun.
Well, you do know what ignorant means, right?
Just not knowing.
It means lack of knowledge.
Yeah, lack of knowledge.
So you can be facetious, or you
okay,
can
maybe
be...
I'm more facetious about things.
Yeah.
Yeah, not ignorant.
And also...
ignorant in, like, how niggas in the hood use it. Like,
I know.
But words do matter.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
Just like when folks be saying, oh, you're so humble. Please, do not call me that.
Yeah.
I hate that word.
Yeah. I'm not naive, my nigga.
I was about to say, like, that's what nice means. Nice means naive.
Naive,
Humble,
yeah.
The dictionary definition of the word humble means to make a low or modest estimate of one's own importance.
Well, that's when when I found out what weird meant by definition, I was like, oh yeah, you can keep calling me weird. I'm cool with that. But I was talking to name drop Absol the other day.
Okay.
But we had like a little serendipitous moment. And I was like, that's crazy. Like, you know, just talking. He was like, don't say it's crazy. Say it's beautiful. He changed my mentality.
Yeah.
So, like, same thing what you doing. Just change your mentality around the words you're using, right? But people would say, like, you need to grow up. And it's like, grown-up people die.
That. We want to grow up so bad.
Oh.
It's a trap.
Here's the thing. That's the first great setup.
Man.
Grow up. I want to be grown.
Yes.
Oh, no.
Shout out to Shaheem, our favorite social media therapist.
Oh, that's the homie.
Yeah.
Oh,
He said something to the degree of, when you start viewing your inner child as your child, you have completely different conversations with yourself. When you are triggered, you know what part of you is triggered, and you will tend to that version of you that needs to be advocated for. So, for instance, there was a situation where a homie did something where he triggered my inner child, and I kind of spent the whole day kind of just like going through that internally. And I got home, and before I walked into the house, I heard the ice cream man, and I was like, "Oop!" I was like, "You want some ice cream?" And it was like, "Yes."
I see.
So it was like, okay, let's get you some ice cream. Let's make sure that I can tend to you internally, and then the adult self, I can start to, work from the inside out.
That's real.
But yeah, that was a
shout out to TikTok though, because I've learned so much. Like the thing about, it's not about growing up, it's about getting back.
Mm-hmm.
Like we sacrifice a lot of who we really are to try to be more mature, be more grown up. But the thing that I realize is like, the more I go back and listen to music that I listened to as a kid, watch shows I watched as a kid, me and Big Cat, we big wrestling fans. And we go back, we'll watch the wrestling matches. Like, bruh, I feel so much more like myself, but also very confident. And also very, like, the things that you would normally say, like, no, I don't fuck with that. I don't watch that. I don't do that. Like,
yeah.
You be like, nah, yeah, confidently, I do fuck with that.
Mm-hmm.
Confidently, like, I listen to this. And it's like, yeah, nigga, we finna get in the whip, and I'm finna put on Corn Freak on a leash. And
Come on now.
We're gonna lose our fucking...
That's my...
Yeah, what? We're finna lose our minds.
Absolutely.
I'm having bad thoughts today. Put the Papa Roach on.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm finna cut my life into pieces, nigga.
Okay.
Yeah, we finna do that.
And grill him while we at it.
Oh, shit. Jeffrey Dahmer's entered the chat.
Oh, when folks be talking about something, I want to have all these kids. I want to create a legacy. I was like, oh yeah, well, what if your legacy was Jeffrey Dahmer?
Real shit though.
No,
also, but they're like, and I think I be talking about this a lot more lately too. The legacy being tied to like some monetary value instead of like your father has a great legacy with you. Because, and your mother has a great legacy with you, not because of your successes, but because of who you are. Because
of who they were to each other in front of me.
Real talk.
So now I've ever since I was a child, I've seen my parents hug and kiss each other. They hug and kiss me. My dad still takes my mom out on dates.
Yeah, standard.
Yeah, like, and standard. It's no over the top craziness. It's the thought it's the little moments of impact that I would say, like you charge it to your emotional credit card, and then you pay that shit off in time.
Right. It's complete and consistent love, though. It's not love like
completed.
Yeah, get that off.
Yes,
because that's real.
Yes.
I like. I never want my kids to question my love for them. Mm-hmm. Like I'm a hugging and kissing dad. You know what I'm saying? Like all day. And also too, I'm not letting you get the angst out. Like you ain't gonna be angsty with me if I say I love you. You be like, all right. I said I love you. I said I love you.
Yeah.
Say it back.
Yeah.
Because I need to feel it too. And I tell them that, like, when you don't say it back, it hurt my feelings.
Yeah.
So let me get that. You know what I'm saying? Even if you just mumble it.
And also, too, I just want to put this out there, since we're on the subject of parenthood and children. An apology is just that, an apology. It is not, oh, you hungry? It's not, oh, here your phone back. An apology is an apology.
Yeah.
Is an apology.
I apologize for my behavior. You know what I'm saying? Not I apologize for how I made you feel.
Yeah.
I apologize because what I did.
Now, here's the other thing. I always felt, this is another thing in my imaginary world of parenthood. I don't know if I would want to force my kids to say sorry for something that they're not sorry for.
That's true too. I don't much do that.
I think if anything, this is what you did and this is the result of it. This is how you made this person feel. In my mind, until you feel apologetic, you can go sit over there without the game. Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I don't want to force you to do
I always
anything.
tell my kids you should apologize because I've noticed that sometimes they won't, and I'm like, well, shit, that mean he ain't sorry or she ain't sorry. But
you making him out to be a liar.
but I will say with like my daughter, I'll tell her stop being so damn sorry. Don't be sorry for everything. Because the boys is like, hey, like that shit, like, hey.
Well, there's a difference between being sorry and apologizing. And my mother always told me, she was like, you are not sorry.
Yeah, boy, because real talk though.
I'm not sorry.
Because I tell my mom I'm sorry. She be like, I know you is.
Yep, see?
Like, damn,
That shit
make me
I'm sorry, Ike. Oh, yeah, you about the sorriest motherfuckers I've never seen. Like, anybody can use that, so no.
Yeah. Well, I think the name of this podcast is going to be Words Matter.
Words matter. Yes, go get your
I
notes.
had something for you, man. Okay, because we're working through some more emotional stages. All right, so my questions ain't gonna go in sync. But
I got you.
on Generous, you stated that if you only knew the violence I had to endure to become this kind and this gentle, and then you was just like, you don't even know.
You don't even know.
Where were you at with that? Like, what were you reflecting on when you made that statement? Because you also started, then you went into like, I won't become what I've been through.
Mm-hmm.
And like, what does that mean to you? And why was it important to start the album like that?
Generous was presented to me, already fleshed out, and then I wrote the ending mantra. It is an opener. Like if we're talking about a album about growth, about decentering romantic love, to talk about the support we have from our communities and our tribes, but more so starting with self. There wasn't any other way to open the project.
Yeah. Great opener.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Now this is my most vulnerable piece of work that I've done.
Yeah.
Because I was writing a lot of this in real time. Some of these things I was going through.
And the transition is like I'll say Generous was like a real lasso. Like, all right, I got you.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because after that, you don't want to like, you ain't no skipping. You just like, let me hear this man out. Let me hear what he going through. Because he going through some shit.
Listen, I got y'all 4 different movements in 6 minutes. And everybody's like, it doesn't even feel like 6 minutes.
Yeah, the songs are long. And I'll attest to that. Like,
I mean, listen, at some point or another, we got into what I call the interlude era. And I feel like it started with Rihanna when she did Birthday Cake. And it was 1 minute and 30-something seconds. And it's like, whoa, where's the rest of the song? And then Beyonce came out with Beyonce. And that was 2 minutes and 13 seconds. Then there was like 2 other artists that did these short, dope-ass interludes. And then when streaming really became a thing, it was like, oh, those songs are getting the most streams. So, of course, the more streams, you get the shorter on the song.
that's how I felt about Madonna by Drake.
Yeah. So how long is that song?
I think it's just under 2 minutes.
Yeah. And I'm just like, I get it. I understand the monetary approach to making songs that short. However, we're losing the quality of the stories.
Right.
Instead of, it's not even a story anymore. It's a thought. It's a quick thought.
It
We
feel
in
like
and
a
out.
blip, but it's like it leave you wanting more. But while that is good marketing wise, make the song.
Yeah.
Like turn it into a song. Where's the bridge?
Yeah, we need a breathe. Let the drums and the bass breathe for a moment.
Right.
Like I miss that. So I wanted to bring that back, and nobody complained. Usually folks would be like, damn, these songs is long. They're like, no, we're glad that you are bringing back 4 and 5 minute songs.
Absolutely.
And I'm not just holding you there for the sake of holding you there. Like, there is a reward for sticking around for the whole song. There is a key change. There is a bridge. There is another segue that goes into something else. Like, it keeps you, the ear is always anticipating what is next.
Yeah. No, because at some halfway point through the intro, it don't even feel like the same song. And then the bridge comes, and then you, like, when you made that statement, it really hit something for me, because it was like, I won't ever have like regrets or like wish I didn't go through certain things because of who I am.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like, okay, well, you know, unfortunately, some hard circumstances make you who you are, but you also don't want to remove who you are.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like I had to go through that, and it's certain things that I think we. Like, when we get religious about shit, and it's like, well, God took you through that so you can be this. It's like, well, sometimes we excusing, like, some bad behavior on other people's part. Sometimes we excusing, like, God ain't have to sit you down in jail. You know what I'm saying? He could have set you down somewhere else besides jail.
Also, too, I'm always curious. Why is it that God only meets us when we are in turbulent times?
Real shit.
Like, I thought about Chris Rock brought that up. Like, God never shows up while you on courtside at the game on your date with Halle Berry.
Yeah, he show up when you in court.
You know, when you in court.
Yeah.
Showing up when you in court. I'm just like, that's
It's a little strange, you know. It's just little things that make the mind go,
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I think, so like, as much of a hip hop fan as I am, in certain spaces I just can't listen to it.
Mm-hmm.
So like, I went through like this phase a few months ago where I was listening to like just straight Teddy Pendergrass, like what my mama listened to. And like, bruh, first of all, You My Latest and My Greatest really make you want to be in love for real.
Mm-hmm.
Like, but think about the song and all the transitions it take. But even if it's 5-6 minutes, you damn near don't want it to end.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, nah, you can get 4 more minutes up out of this. But was the inspiration behind that kind of like, I mean, first tour Earth, Wind and Fire.
Mm-hmm.
You've witnessed some of the greatest music ever made, and it be that length. So is that a part of it? That goes into like, I'm gonna really fully flesh this song out, and then also is it kind of like challenging the norm of it being microwave music?
First and foremost, I long to make music like Earth, Wind and Fire that will outlive me, that you cannot escape from in a healthy way.
Right. It's a cookout standard.
It
you know
is
what I'm saying?
very much. You can play it on a commercial. You know,
Real
you can play
talk.
this anywhere, all ages. I just told the team I didn't want to do any songs that were under 3 minutes. I was like, I've had enough of that. I have complete stories that I want to tell, and y'all gonna have to listen. I don't have anything to prove at this point. We still have much to discover about ourselves, but as far as proving that I'm worth 76 minutes worth of album, no, I'm not. No, y'all, it's trust me, you are going to be fed.
No, you're gonna listen.
You're gonna listen.
Yeah. I think having the greatest Tiny Desk, having the most original Tiny Desk, and then just people. Early Soulja Boy was talk about doing it first, but very early YouTube viral sensation.
I mean, listen, that's almost 20 years in 2 years.
You feel me? You've been at the pulse of a lot of different movements, and how did also too? Did you ever have to disconnect from the view count and the subscriber count and things like that? Because you know that's like. A lot of even companies, even corporations, put all their value into that now. How is it for you that you're early to this idea of followers and views? How do you disconnect yourself from that?
I think a couple things sat in for me. One, if you see that someone has 2,500 followers, it's like that's not a lot of followers. But if you put 2,500 people at Tabernacle,
But I'm telling you,
that thing is packed.
That's packed.
Which, by the way, I sold it out. By the way, on my tour.
Talk about it. Talk about it.
2,252 people in one room. That's a lot of people.
It's a lot of people.
So I think when we go off of, I only have this amount, put that number, like actually see how much that is and like see how many people that is in front of you. And we'll see if it's not a lot.
Yeah, but even our first show, was 100 people? Just like 85 to 100 people?
Now, if you were a gorilla.
I ain't gonna hold you.
100 people is a
Listen. A lot of people.
That's
man.
a lot of people.
And also too, it wasn't low lit. I could see every face.
You could see everybody.
That's I'm telling. Big Cat was looking at me. I'm like, I'm recording. We laughing. I'm like, this the whole time. It took me like 15 minutes. But the thing is like, I'm not a comedian, but I know I like to loosen people up with laughter, right?
Yeah.
Before we get into this serious stuff, like let's relationship shoulders, my nigga, like. We ain't a town hall meeting.
Okay.
Relationship. We ain't got no pitchforks over here. We just here to talk, converse, do some healing, change some perspectives, and then love on each other, right? Mm-hmm. So when the jokes start hitting, and Ferg can attest to this because Ferg's a comedian too. But when them jokes hit and you get that laughter, it really do relax you. Because I know, like, for my own nerves, I got a joke. You know what I'm saying? Just I'm gonna loosen myself up too. Yeah. But once I see everybody else relax, like, I can get in my bag now. But that's 85 to 100 people was like, woof. And then the other night we did the show, and we talking about 275 people. That's a lot of folks. Mm-hmm. You can't just walk through that.
No.
You can't just walk through 270. You gotta excuse me. It's a lot of maneuvering. So 2,500.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because we times 10.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's what made me stop thinking. Like, after we went to that show and I saw really what, like, 100 people in the room really look like, and they're there for me, I was like, fuck these views. That don't even matter.
It's about the experience that
you've about the experience.
That you've
if
curated.
you can get 100 people in the room, you can get 1,000 people in the room. You know what I'm saying? And you just, like, I was like, oh, I'm just working my way up. It's good to start here.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? It's not good it's probably not the best idea for an artist who doesn't have any experience performing to start out 75,000 people. Like, taking them straight to Coachella, taking them straight to
Lollapalooza. I'm doing Lollapalooza too.
Yeah, the South by Southwest. Bro, we talking about like 25, 30,000 people. Hey, throw them to the wolves, but you should perfect the craft of performing first, I feel.
Because there are people who record in the studio, and there are people who are live performers who record in the studio. So sometimes trying to bring the studio to the stage doesn't translate depending on your approach. Like, for instance, when I DJ, I'm doing more than just behind the board. Like, I'm dancing along with everyone. I'm singing as well. I'm also playing some random stuff. It's like, how do we get a mixture of Goodies by Sierra and the PJs theme song? Like, how did we get
That's
here?
Real, though.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
this is all in your memory bank, and this is a very nostalgic adolescence too. Like, bruh, you just triggering something. Because if I hear the PJs intro, I might go stupid in this bitch. You remember, like, a couple years ago, niggas was running SpongeBob theme song in the club. You know what I'm saying? Because it do something for people. And it's like, it's still music. You can't denote it to just being childish. People have a connection to this shit. And it should be explored. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
You will be a legendary vocalist, but right now, extraordinary vocalist. Great DJ.
Yes, sir. Still getting our ones and twos together.
Professional rollerblader?
Rollerblading is for the beach.
My boy, a rollerblader. That's tough, though.
No, rollerblading is for the beach. I don't rollerblade.
Okay.
I skate.
You skate.
Yes,
okay.
You need the quads for what we do.
Okay.
That's roll bounce.
Let's talk about that, because this is more a hobby, or is this more of like a...
No, it's a hobby. It's something I enjoy doing. I'm not professionally doing it. That's why I don't understand why niggas be sending me videos. Niggas up here doing backflips, splits, I'm like, nobody is doing what LaRon is doing. Okay?
But you on the quads.
Yes,
the 4 piece.
I'm on quads.
Right. So, but as a hobby, with so much in front of you as a career, you know, let's just speak to being a hobbyist. How important is it for you to have something outside of like, that's still it's a physical outlet more than anything, right?
Yeah.
Because I've got on some skates for my baby birthday, and I was like, oh shit.
It's a lifestyle.
Yeah. That lower back and the quadriceps for real.
Oh yes.
Yeah. But how important is it for you, since we've spoken about like talk therapy, is this more of a therapeutic thing for you outside of your creative endeavors too?
There's that, skating, hiking. I do enjoy being in nature. I like road trips. I mean, traveling when I don't have to work, but because work is always there, I have to create the leisure within the schedule of things.
Right.
I mean, I've been doing that since almost 20 years at this point.
Yeah.
So I'm used to it. So my vacations are so far in between, like a vacation. The last one I went on was last year. I went to Fiji for the first time.
How was that?
I was in Suva specifically, which is the southeast part of the island. And I had no idea the level of like rest that my nervous system would have access to, because I was around people who look like me, different iterations of me.
Right.
Like, we are down there. They are us. We are them. Cheekbones, wide noses, afros. They are us. We are them. So,
you go to any land and go back to the beginning. Well, there you are.
I mean, just to be met with a smile.
Yeah.
You know, everyone is just really kind. Everything is inclusive. There's no like gayborhood or anything down there. So everybody is just all in the same space, and just cool. I got spotted twice while I was there. I was shook. I was like, all the way down here? Man. So the moment that I have an opportunity to go perform down in Fiji, I'm absolutely going.
Yeah. That sounds like a dream come true, though. I ain't
Mm-hmm.
gonna hold you. Like, I had that criminal past, and my criminal past kind of, and once you, a felony gonna keep you from a passport for 7 years. So by the time I was able to get my passport,
What are you doing? Stealing boxes?
I don't want nothing like that. It's a little bit more serious than that.
Gotcha.
But yeah,
Okay.
stealing boxes.
Yeah,
Like
we'll go with that. We'll go with that.
But once I was able to get my passport, I had started driving trucks. So like that was travel for me. But I'm working. But I'm seeing more than I ever seen. And it really did expand my mind. Like I'm grateful for that every day. Like, I probably am not the man I am today if I don't go on that endeavor. Because create isolation for me to get away from like the people I was around. To really, it helped me like really put in perspective how important my children were to me. Like, when you with them every day, you kind of like take it for granted a little bit.
Yeah.
But also too, like, allow my mind to wander without distractions. Man, changed everything. But now I'm ready to get into that, like, traveling for real. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We're going to do this. Let me get my phone. Because the Patreon, called the Patreon folks my cousins.
Okay.
And I told them you was coming.
Your favorite cousin on your
Yeah, these my first cousin. Yeah, nigga, Randy
on
Moss.
now.
Palm that bitch. Let me get to these questions they was like. I know one specifically already because that was the first one I was gonna ask. Did you see that Tyler the Creator had mentioned me in his interview?
Oh, he did?
Nigga, what?
Well.
Crazy.
We up.
He hate podcasts. He said if he was a president, the first thing he would do is remove all podcast mics. But he said, Deontay Kyle and the Cut Room Flow, they can keep theirs. I was like, shit.
I told you.
Well, nigga.
Told you.
All right, here we go. It's the funniest one. Oh, no, this wasn't a question. This is just a statement. She said, no question. Just tell him, fuck nigga free, save my life, and I love him.
Speaking of that song, A woman reached out about that record in particular, maybe about like 3 years ago. And she said, this song helped me leave an abusive marriage. I packed up my kids and I drove. I think she was in California somewhere or in Vegas somewhere. She said, I drove to Texas and I had to get up out of there. But thank you for fueling me. And I was like,
that's the power of music, man.
Listen, that's what
Sometimes it just helps something click, man.
That.
Because this is also on the end of this about what inspired you to make Overqualified.
Because I've been in therapy for, as long as I've been in it, on top of just being a sponge, I felt like there was a level of work that I had done on myself that kind of made me surpass, I guess, a certain mindset where I would want to be bothered. It's like when you really accept red flags for what they are, you don't try to paint them hoes white.
Right.
Like it's just, I'm going to let you be. But then you get bored sometime because there's nothing going on because you stand away from the bullshit. Sometimes you miss it. It's like I'm waiting and hoping that there will be someone that's standing enough on their business that will be able to see me because I'm standing on my business.
Right.
And I just utilize the workforce. I don't know what it's like to be hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt from trying to get an education, only for me to get out into the real world and they don't want to pay me.
That's real.
However, emotionally, I can gather that because niggas are not well, but they want to ride on the coattails of your healing though.
Yeah,
it's like you don't want to do your own work, bro.
Yeah, they want you to become their therapist.
Yes.
Yeah, like I ain't gotta go. You went.
Matt, going. I don't need you, but for the both of us. No. You got to have your own ruffles, sir.
Yeah. Here at the Grits and Eggs Podcast, we often say that boredom is a blessing.
Ooh, can we talk about it?
Don't go out here looking for negative stimuli just because you grew up in chaos.
I was having a conversation with an artist, and they were like, I miss the days of being bored so that I can be inspired. Like I'm constantly on the go. There's always something to do. I always got to be somewhere. I miss the days where I had an opportunity to at least access the boredom, and then it's like, oh, now that I'm bored, let me do blah 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 blah, or something will come. At least when you've had a chance to simmer. Right. And that's
it's so hard to even find time to be bored because what's the first thing you like? I know by me, the second I feel like I ain't got nothing to do, I'm finna check that email. And if I check that email, nigga, it's gonna be something for me to do.
It's the multiple group chats that won't let me rest.
Yeah.
Between management and road and stage manager and wardrobe this and assistant that and videographer and photos this. We got this. Can you send a caption for this? Okay, we finna puck. It's like, actually, one of the best things that I've done this year for my nervous system, I turned my haptics off.
What you mean?
It's the buzzing on your phone.
Oh, no, yeah. I ain't gonna hold you. That super D&D where it's only certain calls that can come through.
But even then, if it pops in my TM, they're gonna get through, and they're in multiple group chats. So it's like I just had to turn it off completely, and I was like, wow, I don't feel so. It's like it's constant. Like whoa, okay, I need to stop this.
It's because it's actual. It is what it says it is, an alert.
Yeah.
And you are being constantly alerted to something. It's like, how the fuck you gonna ever...
Man.
You can't even complete a damn thought.
No.
Yeah. No. Yeah, group chats, me and group chats don't get along. I ain't gonna lie.
I can't even remember the last time I had remember when group chats used to be for fun?
Yeah, just for fun and shooting the shit.
It used to be like, it's all business related. There's like maybe 1.5% of group chats where it's just like leisure.
Leisure and just talking and just shooting.
Everything else is just, who knew? Having a computer in your pocket would just.
Yeah, well, goddamn.
Okay.
I'm gonna start talking to us for a while. We ain't gonna have to talk to this.
Did you see the guy who proposed to his?
What's the name?
Who?
What's ChatGPT name?
Oh, Glendette.
Okay, gotcha.
Glendette Patrice Thompson.
All right.
Yes.
The guy proposed to his avatar.
He did hit to his AI girlfriend.
Didn't somebody recently kill themselves over that? Like the basically the AI told him like, come be with me. And the only way I think it was a boy. It was a little boy too. I think it was like 13. Yeah, it said come be with me, and basically inquired about how, and well,
yeah.
The difference between the Bloom album and the last one is that there were more people involved in the creative process. Mm-hmm. Were you nervous to relinquish control, and how did you do it?
I'm not nervous to relinquish control. It would probably be the second area in my life where I'm like, I don't have to be in control. You know, do what you want.
Yeah, it's good to be around people that are really good at what they do too.
But also this takes being in that mindset of not having to be in control. Because my thing was when I got in each day, I was like, hey y'all, I'm in my Rihanna bag. I'm a vessel. You know, I'm the mannequin. Y'all are the stylist. So put the clothes on. And also, me liking the song is ornamental, not fundamental. A lot of the songs that artists have, at least back in the day, a lot of artists, they did not like their big hits. Patti LaBelle didn't like New Attitude. Tina Turner didn't like What's Love Got to Do with It. Toni Braxton was like, ugh, Unbreak My Heart. And Coco don't like none of the songs that she sang at SWV. None of them. That's why she got an attitude singing weak. I don't know what it is, what you do to me. Very, I'm over it.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
But
I
those
can
are
imagine,
their,
though.
yeah, those are their
legacy songs too.
That's what keep those records. That's what is able to keep y'all on the road after 30 years.
For real.
People still want to hear the songs. Yeah. So it wasn't I gotta like it. Y'all might have an idea about something that I don't. Again, y'all got the plaques. I don't. Yeah. So let's see what comes out of that. And so I was very open to it. Probably the only song that I felt kind of like that about, it was Unspoken and Here We Are. And not that they're not good songs.
Is it just like
it just wouldn't
fatigue?
Not even fatigue. I think when we're talking about what I would go for, if you were playing me songs like, oh, do you like this? Do you want to sing this? Those two probably wouldn't have been my first choice. But I was okay with that.
Right.
Because I said, okay, y'all, out of these 15 songs, I'm leaving y'all two slots for songs that I do not like.
That's
like, and I mean absolutely don't like. And there wasn't any songs on it that I absolutely don't like.
But I understand what you're saying. Like, but that's also like, that's some real shit though. Mm-hmm. Because that take a lot.
They didn't know what to. When I tell you, some of the producers and the writers, specifically the writers, they did not know how to handle that. Because they're thinking, I'm coming in here like, all right, this is what I want, how I want it. I mean, granted, I will give insight so that when you are, if I'm giving you a subject matter or a story that I want to talk about and you're piecing the story together, I'll give insight. Well, actually, this is how I was feeling, or let's, but outside of that, I'm like, no, y'all, get your ideas out, and then we can go from there. So it was, I wasn't mad at it, but yeah, me relinquishing control, and I have to actually get a review on that, like how that was. Yeah. Because
objectively, yeah, you can't speak to it objectively for real. All right, we'll do the last thing from the fans, because this is a typical question.
Let's get typical.
I love that shit. It's your top 5 artists and your dream collab.
Okay. Dylon.
And why?
Right.
Because I spit hot fire.
Okay. I am my favorite artist.
Really?
Out of my top 5, I'm my favorite. There are amazing artists, and then there's me.
Yeah.
I love Salt.
Salt is the shit.
I mean, and I'll combine Cleo. So you get Cleo in there as a two-parter. So Salt.
What's that song? Is it Fireflies or Fire?
Wildfires.
Wildfires. Oh my god.
Masterpiece is my song.
When I heard that, I was like, well, they're the shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Love E-Wiz. He produced No Business on Bloom. Doechii.
Hey.
Doechii is just Doechii.
Hey.
Okay. My
Everybody knows
word.
how I feel about Doechii over here.
Oh
I've been
God.
very vocal about it.
Man.
She's the best. She's the best. And one of the best looking. Let's just keep it honest. God damn. Next. Let's get up out of here real quick.
Yes.
It ain't gonna be a podcast.
That right. We talking about new or just period?
Just period. It's all you.
I mean, I gotta give a shout out to Crash Cut because I've seriousified what he does. So he's also E40's cousin. So if you want to if you listen to Be Glad or Best of the Best by Crash Cut, it'll all make sense. I actually played I played Trinidad James some Crash Cut, which by the way,
Friend of the show.
love Trinidad. He is hip hop's Mr. Rogers.
That makes so much sense.
He
It does.
is between him and Lloyd are literally the sweetest people I've come in contact with in the industry. And I've come across some great people. And then there's Trinidad and Lloyd. I mean, just super sweet.
You can't buy that.
You cannot. Oh, man.
He was so welcoming to us and so just enthusiastic.
Yes.
And actually it I would say it was my entryway into interviewing stars. Mm-hmm. And he made it so easy because it was he just was I fuck with you and I'm here to talk to you and I'm a chill and I'm a relax and I want you to feel at home. It's damn, all right, well it's easy now. You know?
Yeah. And then we'll give one that's not with us no more. We'll do Rick James. Yeah.
Do you?
Listen.
Do you?
He
He be
said,
getting a
man,
bag, dog.
Man.
You
know he was a opera singer.
I did not know that, but this makes so much sense.
That is another reason why I'm more Rick than Prince, and they want me to be Prince so bad, and I get it. They're going off of characteristics,
Yeah.
and
Mannerisms
movements and
things
mannerisms,
like
and it's a bit more reserved than Little Richard's, because I'm more Little Richard.
Yeah,
If you took Little Richard and Bugs Bunny and slapped them together,
that's you.
that is me. That is me.
I ain't gonna hold you though, man. That man Prince was a fool on that guitar.
Listen, and there's just certain things that Prince would do that I don't.
Yeah.
That's not. I'm not gonna be stroking my guitar
Yeah.
like it's an extension of me, amen.
Yeah.
That's not. I don't need to do that.
Yeah. He's very eccentric fella.
Very.
You know?
I mean, just I can't
In the
say I wouldn't do
complete sense of the
assless
word.
chaps, but that might be for another. That's a late night show.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
not the.
Bro went assless chaps for everybody.
Everybody.
Fuck it.
But yeah. No,
But Rick James, man,
yeah.
Buffalo legend.
Mm-hmm.
Problematic,
Very.
but undeniable as an artist.
Mm-hmm.
And Fire and Desire. It's just, let's talk about it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
How we gonna not include Rick James? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So And you can go Dead or Alive, Dream Collab.
Ooh. Luther would have loved me. Luther would have loved
my mother's favorite artist.
me. Also, I feel.
Tell her come on. Tell her just come have a seat. Yeah, just tell her come have a seat.
Okay, she ain't gonna do that. She's all bark and no bite. Wait, what was I saying?
Dream Collab.
Yes,
Luther
Dream
Vandross.
Collab. Luther, and also Nate Dogg. I would have loved to do something
I love that.
with Nate Dogg.
That would have been
Absolutely.
dope. That would have been dope.
Yeah.
What if you had to? Okay. You could choose one song that Luther has that would be yours. Which one would it be?
One that I can actually remember the lyrics to. I'll just go here and now because never too much ain't gonna give me too much. Okay, because who knows those words verbatim? If somebody had a gun to your head and said,
Nah,
sing never too much and don't miss a word.
Yeah, now if we go, don't you know? I'm getting my duff. You know what I'm saying?
Here and now is mine.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also there are a few songs from artists that did not make it to the intended artist. I would love to hear them sing that. Like I would have loved to hear TLC sing "Hit Me, Baby, One More Time," because that was meant for them. And Britney Spears has T-Boz to thank for that. Oh, baby, baby. Yep. How was I supposed?
The craziest
to
thing in the
know?
world is with you saying that immediately it makes sense.
Also, I'm a Slave for You by Britney was originally for Janet. And Janet said, I absolutely am not singing nothing about I'm a slave for you. I was a slave to the Rhythm Nation, but not for your ass.
Yeah, real talk though. Yeah.
But Janet would have ate that up. However, I'm glad Britney got it
I'm glad
because
Britney
that
got
still
that.
goes. And also, You're Making Me High by Toni Braxton was actually to Brandy. And her mother said, I don't think so.
Yeah. Yeah.
You'll be
That
getting
makes
dressed to
sense,
go
though.
to school, okay?
Yeah,
Talking
you
about
getting high at all. We ain't
that
doing
part.
that high shit.
How these grades.
Yeah.
They say get high on them dishes. Black parents get on
Black
my nerves.
parents. Hey, and a black mama would say the most like craziest shit in the world to you, like like I'm like, man, I'm tired of you. I'm getting tired of your ass. Like, Mom,
Ma'am,
I'm just tired.
I'm not. I'm just.
How you gonna turn that into a threat?
See,
Depress them dishes.
depress them dishes.
Yeah, come on, man. Like,
Or when I would say we need a dishwasher, she was like, I do. You are.
oh, well, so we did have the same mom, low key.
Very much.
The black culture is a very. It's a sacred thing. It's a very esoteric experience.
It is. I just choose not to, and I'm not using this in the correct term, but for the sake of you know what the fuck I mean, I'm gonna just say it. I just still refuse to trauma bond.
Yeah, that's real shit.
In the way that we are bonding off of mutual pain and we're laughing about that. Like I don't have it in me.
We can speak to those experiences, but we can also say that shit ain't right.
Yeah, like I'm not. My inner child won't let me get away with laughing about any corporal punishment jokes. Like absolutely not.
Yeah, joking about getting your ass whooped is crazy.
It's just not. I just no.
we also watched like the people who are maybe 10 to 15 years our senior do that growing up. And sit around and talk and laugh about getting their ass whooped with like extension cords and shit like that. To me, when I was a kid, I was like, this shit ain't funny.
Yeah.
Y'all tripping.
Yeah. No.
But
yeah.
no therapy, so. You know
I say we did pretty good. Me and my mom and dad, we did pretty good considering I'm the only one that went to therapy. Mm-hmm. But they did really good for themselves in their own personal growth and journey. I'm very, very proud of them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's I think if I mentioned therapy to my dad, it would go doo doo.
What is something?
If I said, "Hey, Dad, I think you should go to the hello."
Well, I don't think you should. Would you? would you be open to joining me? You know, like that type of thing. Instead of you go, it's your problem.
Well, I was talking. I would go first.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I need.
Do you have?
No, and I want to.
Oh, I got you. I'm the plug.
All right, bet.
Yes.
Plug me in.
Mm-hmm.
Before we go, well, first of all, thank you for coming.
Of course.
Like, bro, I was super excited about this, and it went exactly how I thought it was gonna go. It went great.
Mm-hmm.
So, is there anything like you got plugs or anything people need to know before you go?
By the time this comes out, I will be doing North Sea Jazz Festival over in Rotterdam, and what else? A few more DJ gigs. I'm also doing the second leg of the tour in September, and also the third leg in October. So no sleep, no rest for the weary. But we outside.
Yeah.
What else? Make sure you check out Bloom. We got our merch. Okay, we got our overqualified hats. I didn't want to do that today because I had to let the crown breathe. And yeah, love on yourselves. Treat each other the way you need to be treated. Advocate for them versions of yourselves that didn't have advocacy. And while we at it, I'm proud of you, black man.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for coming through.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, this is episode 73 with the illustrious Durand Bernarr. Until next time, take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. I'm Deontay Kyle, but who's behind the camera?
Big Ice Cup Cat.
And we'll see you next week with Kev on Stage.